about Olfine thought. Let's continue from the pages class 12 English. When we go. This is the flamingo. Continues. From let me explain about this, the last chapter. Okay. While I was thinking of this, I heard my name called. It was my turn to recite. What would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for participant all through, very loud and clear and without any one mistake. But I got mixed up on the first word and stood there, holding on my desk, my heart beating and not daring to talk up. Which in this, the author Alphonse Stout saying that he was thinking about when Ed Hummel, the headmaster, called him, and at that time he had to be what? Recite. Okay, recite it like a poem. Okay. What would I have not given to be able to say the dreadful rule for participle all through? He feel afraid, he feel nervous, and he's saying that what would he say or what would he able to be dreadful or participate all through? Because he feel nervous and he feel shy and even not able to clear all not able to recite clearly or loudly because of her nervousness. His nervousness. Now see the next next sentence. But I got my desk, my heart beating and not daring to look up. At that time, what the order, he get his desk, but at that time, he started to beating her heart. Okay, heart continues to beating because of his nervousness. Now, I heard as Hannah say to me, I won't scold you, little friends. At that time, what he heard that, little friends, I'm not going to scold you today because, what is the reason? The reason is that you must feel bad enough. See how it is every day we have said to ourselves, wow, I have plenty of time, I'll learn it tomorrow. And now you see where you will come out. That's the great trouble with Ncert. She put off learning still tomorrow. what he's saying, the H. Hamal told him, whom the author, Dowd, okay, Alfred Dowd. Let me read the author of this. He is the author of this last chapter. The last now, what the HML called him? HML called him to be a don't afraid, don't feel nervous, little French. Who represent French? Little. Little French represent here order of the last lesson. Okay. Now see the HML what he's saying. You will say that I won't scold you, little French. You must I'll not scold you, little friends. You must feel bad enough. See how it is every day. Learn it tomorrow. And now you see you have come out. What the the headmaster, okay, what he's saying, today I'm not going to scold you, don't be feel afraid, and you must feel bad enough, but see how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, wow, I have had plenty of time, I'll learn it tomorrow. What he said, every day you said that you have a time to learn, but today is the last day, it means it's going to say it. And now you see where you have come out, there's the red trouble with Ncert. See, put off learning still tomorrow. What he's saying that it is the day of the last, you have to feel regret, and it is trouble for you. Why it is trouble for you? Because in next day there will be another teacher who came from German, okay, not in French. Now those fellow out there will Frenchmen, and yet you can neither speak nor write your own language. He is saying to the little French, who? The HML, okay. HML saying that you are not even know how to write your language, even you not able to speak, because at the time of learning you didn't. Okay, there is the reason. What saying to the little friends, or the author often thought you will not able to read, either you are not able to write. Now let's see. But you are not the worst. Poor little friends, we have all a great deal to reproach ourselves with. Your parents were not anxious enough to you. You learn they prefer to put you to work on a farm or at the mill so as to have a little more money, and I have been to blame also. I have not often sent you to water my flower instead of learning your lesson. What HML saying to the little friends or the author of this last lesson, the name orphans down. He saying to him, whom the author of this chapter, he said it, but you not need to worry, because you have a great deal to reproach ourselves with. Okay, and the headmaster said, your parents were not anxious enough to you learn, because why is he saying that? Because they prefer to put you on the work on a farm or at mill. They have a mill, they have a farm. The parents of the author. Okay, so as to have a little more money, at that way they can income and they can earn money from their farm and their land. And I have been to blame also. I not often send you to water my flower instead of learning your lesson. Even the HML saying, I have to do at the day because you are not interested in learning French. I feel regret today. Instead of learning the French language, I was to send you a flooring my garden. Who saying the HML? Okay. Now. And when I wanted to go fishing, I did not just give you a holiday, even that fishing day. I didn't give you a holiday. Then from one day to another, HML went on the top of French language, saying that it was the most beautiful. After that, what HML saying? He's saying that the French language was most beautiful. Okay. The French language was most beautiful language in the world. After saying this all, what he's saying that the French is the language which is most beautiful. You see? And French language is the most beautiful and the clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget it. Because when a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to our language. Here you see the new words come enslaved. Okay, means slave. In Hindi you can call nobody. Okay. The HM say that we must guard it among us and never forget it. The day that they spent, the day what they was spent, it was an unforgettable day. Because why? Because when people are enslaved, when people are treated as a slave, as long as they hold first to their members, it is as if they had key to their prison. At that day, what they treat them, they treat as like a slave. They have to be followed, they have to be ruled by other person to follow their language. And then he opened a grammar and read us our relation. I was amazed to see how well I understood it. For he said, "See, so easy, I think that I had never listened so carefully." At that time, we say the author saying that when he opened the grammar and read his lesson, he was find very easy, so easy. At that day, he think that he had never listened carefully. Because of that, he is facing today's problem, and that he had never explained everything with so much passion. And if you want to be dedicated to study anything, you have to be patient. In the real life also, in this lesson, what we learn, being a learner, we have to be curiosity inside from our own, and we have to curiosity to learn what you have to be learned, and we have to be patient to learn. Don't be rushed. So it seems almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away, and to put it all into our head at one stroke. After the grammar, we had a lesson in writing. That day, H.M. had a new cookies for us, writing in a beautiful round hand, friends Ncert. They look like little flags floating everywhere in the schoolroom, hang from the road at the top of our desk. You ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. The only sound was scratching of the pen over paper. Once someone littles flew in, but nobody paid any attention to them. Not even the little ones who worked right on tracing their fish hawks as if that was French too. On the roof, the penguin cocked very low, and I thought to myself, well, they made them sing in German, even the penguin. At that day, what they do after the grammar, they had a lesson. Okay, they had a lesson in writing. That day, H.M. the headmaster, had a new copy for them. For who? For students. And what did he write? Written in a beautiful round hand. And what he wrote? H.M. wrote, friends, Ncert. And what they look like little flag floating everywhere in the schoolroom. Hang from the rope. They hang from the rope of the top of the what? Top of their desk. Okay, desk ke top. You ought to have seen how everyone set to work. At that time, we saw that everyone is going to be work and very actively. And how quiet it was. At that time, everyone was very active in work, but they are very quiet. Let's see. The only sound was the scratching of the pen. Scratching here is scratching. Here scratching means not scratch one, okay? Here scratching means when we write on a paper, it gives sound by pencil or pen. Okay. Everyone was silent, but only sound produced what? The sound of scratching of pen over paper. Once some beetles flew in, but nobody paid any attention to them, not even the littlest one, who walked right on tracing their feet hawks as if they was friends. Even then, the few was what? The few in the sound, but nobody paid attention. Why? On the roof, the penguin cocked very low, that is the reason, and fish hopped as it was French. On the roof, penguin cocked very low, and I thought to myself, will they make a music in German, even the penguin? At that day, they think that the student think that there will be a what? Penguin. Whenever I look up, even the penguin, H-Hammer, sitting in a chair and gazing first at one thing, then at another, as if he wanted to fix his mind just how everything looked in that little schoolroom. In this passage, what the H-Hammer said. H-Hammer, at that time, he looked at the writing, and H-Hammer sitting motionless in his chair. Who said? The author, okay, the student, okay. Alfredo saying that when he looked up over the H-Hammer, the headmaster, what he saw there, he saw N-Hammer sitting motionless, means without movement, okay, without movement in his chair and grazing first on one thing. He was focusing on one thing and thinking without a movement. Okay, now see. Then at another, as if he wanted to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little schoolroom. For a minute, for a while, what he found that there is what? There is a grazing first at the things and then another, as he wanted to fix his mind how everything looked like in the schoolroom. He grazing here and there, and then at that time he looked like everything looked a little schoolroom. Fancy. For 40 years he had been there in the place with his garden outside the window and his class in front of him. For 40 years, who? The aged woman who serving for his teaching. Okay, his teaching, and he have a room. He was have a room which was a garden outside and window in his class in front of him. Now see here, just like that, only the desk and benches had been once smooth. Only the desk and benches was what? Very smooth. The walnut tree in the garden were taller, and the high point that he had planted himself went above the window to the roof. And then beneath the benches or digs, what they do, they have planted at the garden, which was a walnut tree, and which was very tall, and had one that planted by whom? A Haman above the window to the roof. Now see the next. How it must have broken his heart to leave it all. It was the day to broken his heart, whom? A Haman, because he are going to be leave his room at all. Poor man, to hear his sister moving about in the room above, packing their trunks, for they must leave to the country next day. At that day, what is saying, they have to be packing all the things, and he had to be moved next day to another country. But he had the courage to hear every lesson to the very last. After writing, we had a lesson in history, and the babies chanted here, ba ba bi bi bo bu. Down here at the back of the room, old Roser had put on his spectacles and holding his premier in both hands, spelled the little letters with them. You could see that he too was crying. His voice trembled with emotion, and it was sorry for light has gone.